she can we can sub later because right now we're doing the wait, can they hear us? They can't, right? Go to go to options, sound, in-game voice volume.
I think.
What's your other healer? Your other healer. You can hear me? Alright, okay. Your other healer is Lucio here, Mercy here. Might not be the best pick. You guys are running Pharah, Tracer, Rein Diva, is it? Yeah, Rein Diva. So Pharah, Tracer, Rein Diva, Mercy Lucio. Mercy Lucio here, a bit weird. So comp is quite weird lah, but okay. I won't go into the comp here. Here Mercy with Pharah. Okay, yeah. But just there's a bit lack of healing as well. But we won't really go into the comp.
Oh, there's a Junkrat. 3 kills.
No? Oh, yeah, I cannot heal you, Johnson. Ryan's very
I don't follow. I don't need healing yet.
Okay, once your Rein is like almost full health, you should just let your Lucio heal, right? Because your primary focus here in this composition is to pocket your Pharah. The Lucio, yeah, it's not a lot of healing, but your main priority here is to damage boost Pharah and heal her. Here you can let your Lucio take his time to heal up and gain his out charge as long as none of your tanks are critical. Push. Like here you aren't even looking at your Pharah, who you're supposed to pocket.
They're all like really intimidated and confused. No one's putting. Okay, never mind, again resetting me. I'm dead.
Yeah, here your Pharah dies because not much healing. That GA was a bit dangerous. I think you were banking on the fact that your Ryan was going to survive. They don't catch you here, which is surprising.
Okay, never mind, again resetting me. I'm dead.
Yeah, okay, so besides the composition you're running, there you should have stayed with your Pharah.
My healing spell is upon you.
I'm behind them. You can tell me when to die or something.
Not yet.
Okay, your Ryan is full health, you shouldn't be healing. I think just now your Ryan fire strike, yeah, your Ryan fire strike here. So as Mercy, your healing output is not much, right? You have to maximize every opportunity you get to help your team. So here your Ryan fire strikes, you should be damage boosting a fire strike here. You don't have to damage the whole animation of fire strike as long as you damage boost during the time where the fire strike actually connects with the enemies. The Ryan will get the damage boost, right? Yeah, so here you should be damage boosting the Ryan instead of healing him. So it's a bit it's like a minor mistake, but it will matter a lot to the Ryan's out charge. Yeah, here you're still fooling. Here you're still healing with full health, like a full health Ryan. So you should be pocketing your Pharah or like damage boosting him at least. This was a good Valkyrie to engage.
Oh shit, I slept out.
Okay, there you were healing a Pharah, right? Okay, firstly your Pharah should be calling out when he's gonna barrage. So maybe you can work that out with your DPS, like who has ultimates, especially with Genji, McCree, what else? Genji, McCree, Pharah, yeah. These DPS with ults that you can actually damage boost. You might want to work that out before the fight. So you just ask your DPS to tell you when they are going to out, then you pocket them. When your Pharah barrage here, the chances of him surviving is very little, right? So usually you would not want to be healing your Pharah. You would want to damage boost your Pharah because during these 2 seconds you want to maximize the amount of damage that your Pharah can do.
Oh shit, I'm slapped.
No!
We're not regrouping, right?
This was okay movement. Like on Mercy, this was okay movement.
Such a good Genji that he's like, hey, let's just do one, let's just do a 3 out. Everyone burn their out.
You ordered for me, it's kind of funny.
I'll show them.
Hey, we
Okay, you guys go full dive here.
Let's get you back out there.
I'm gonna
I'm not focusing much on the engagements. I'm just focusing on your Mercy blade.
go through.
Here you might want to have considered Guardian Angeling to your Winston because your Lucio can't heal your Winston, right? So here your Winston goes in alone, he'll probably be taking a bit of poke damage. So JA like with him would have been a good choice. Okay, it's good that you're pocketing a Pharah now. Here, if your Pharahs are full health, you should not be healing at all. Just damage boost all the way. Like here. Right, you're on heals a bit too often. Yeah, there's no point of you being on heals.
Oh, what the fuck? Anna down.
Okay, there are 2 styles of playing as a Mercy when your Lucio beats or your when your Lucio beats. So usually when your support, your fellow support uses out like Transcendence or Sound Barrier, your team is gonna be topped up, right? So usually you will want to damage boost damage boost because they aren't gonna die. Your team isn't gonna die. But I think here you made quite a good decision to heal instead because Sound Barrier, it does provide shields, but after the Sound Barrier the health still remains the same, right? When does your okay, your Lucio beats here. Yeah, I think this was okay. This was a bit. You did try to heal up the D.Va Mag here, but after that it was a bit awkward. So, you should just like fully commit to either healing or damage boosting when the Lucio Sound Barrier is online. So either damage boost your Pharah or heal back your tanks. But I think here the fight was about 1 already, right? You guys got 1 pick? Okay, yeah, it's still fine, it's still fine. But you should be more on damage boost here because they're 2 down, right? The enemy team is 2 down. You will want to maximize the amount of outcharge your teammates can get, and by doing that you can damage boost because after the fight you can heal up whatever chip damage there is, but during the fight you want to gain as much outcharge as possible, and for your teammates to gain as much outcharge as possible as well.
Anna down.
Let's get
I
you
don't
back
think they
out there.
can fight that.
Spell on you.
I think we can snowball it.
You guys want to go from the side?
Yeah, go from the side. I think we all dive character.
Yeah, we all can.
Go from the left.
Objective A captured.
Don't fall in.
Commence attack on objective B.
Punch it first. Okay, wait for cooldowns to reset first.
Oh my god.
Careful.
That was careless.
Objective B.
Punch it first. Okay, wait for cooldowns to reset.
Okay, this part actually scared
Oh
me.
my god.
Yeah, this part your D.Va should have called off for healing at least. Okay, not really your fault, but
Okay, faction.
could have been avoided.
Okay, he's dead. Genji is dead.
Nice.
You guys want to push?
Go down left, don't go right, don't go right. I think Jung is gonna spam the whole way.
Yeah, you guys
Ready?
can go
I'm
there.
gonna jump.
Wait, don't
Manager.
Not yet, not yet. Okay, go.
Okay, this is a good call to prevent your team from going in while you're resing.
Get you back in the fight.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's a diva at the top
But your Pharah went a bit too deep.
corner blade string.
Oh, nice.
Go!
Y'all dying though.
My servants never die.
Good auto engage.
Get Diva,
No
Diva.
problem.
Diva.
Pulse.
Kill Brigade, Brigade, Brigade.
On my way. Out. Good song though.
You playing high ground here doesn't
Go down.
really give you that much value because
very
your
low.
beam has range, right? Your beam has range. If you're playing high ground, you can't really reach your teammates.
Oh, actually, can I get some? Oh, okay, I'm dead.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Okay.
What else do we have? We have
That
another
pulse
pulse.
though, and we still couldn't do it.
So clutch. No,
Sorry.
we already quite down on manpower. Just 2 CP.
Can you turn back for a bit?
I think there's no will be coming from here now.
I think it was
Mercy,
a
please
four
look
man.
back. Mercy, please. Please, Mercy, have mercy. Just look back.
Ah, I was dropped. Oh god.
Damage amplified.
Get the Genji, please.
Oh, he's down.
Genji down, Genji down.
Let's
Can
go,
push,
let's
can
go.
push.
Brigade next, Brigade next.
Right beside you.
Biggest break.
Oh, that was so unlucky.
Got Reaper.
Okay, this is good. That good damage boost.
Oh, wow, I don't want to be here.
Nice dodging.
Time to raise my ATM. My servants never
Genji
die.
one.
Champion of damage.
Let's just go back.
I'm taking care of you. I have empowered you.
You think I should
When you leave your Pharah, try to tell your Pharah that you're gonna be healing someone else. When you're playing pharmacy, you are expected to stay with your Pharah. So if you want to heal up your tanks or something, just tell your Pharah. So your Pharah plays a bit safer because notice here they do have Diva.
swap heroes?
Ideas?
Do you think I should swap?
Are we getting countered? We are,
My
our dive is
damage-
getting
Oh, they're running Lucio break.
There
countered
is
by,
a
Okay.
con.
yeah, we're getting countered, we're getting countered. They have
Okay, we go and run.
they have a
Here you should go Moira. The Pharah here pick isn't really working.
brigade and they have a reaper, we're getting countered.
Yeah.
I think we can go Rein Zaya.
Okay, let's go right
Yep.
there. We don't have a Zaya, we need a Zaya. Can I take change to Zaya?
Clearing the area.
They've got a lot of counter for you.
Dry run, don't use your ults.
Enchanting your damage.
Oh no.
Okay, next priority here should be your Ashe here. Your Ashe is the other. It's gonna be another character that you would want to pocket. Like, out of these 4 characters, you would want to be pocketing your Ashe here. So usually you only damage boost Ryan when he actually fire strikes or when he goes in. But most of the time you want to stay with your Ashe.
Damage.
Oh no.
Where does it hurt?
The rest was possible. The rest was possible. You should have told your team that you were rezzing, then they would have backed out. That rest was quite possible. It's Tracer, but yeah, burn a bit of time off the clock. It's a bit risky to play split with your team like that. Yeah, usually you want to back out together with your team, so that because even like for this Hanamura map, there's gonna be some backline, right? You're gonna have a backline, so you can fly to that as well. But backing out here, You would have to cross this area where all the enemies are, like when you're flying back, and they have break stun here. If the break stuns you, then you're dead. So try to play with your team. Don't play split. Even though your beam can reach them, you can easily get CC'd and get stuck. Like look at the brick, like looking for you, because you're out of position.
The Reinhardt is hammered down.
Good as new. Casting a spell on you.
I'm pretty sure that Brigade is out also.
I'm pretty sure their McCree is out.
Yeah, McCree definitely is out.
I have empowered you.
Oh, Ash is still down, so let's just wait here.
I think Diva also going to have.
I think Campy you call shots. I think off tank call shots.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Either
I'm
I'll
taking
either
care
I'll
of
crit
you.
call shots. Either tank you call.
60 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
We go straight and then we turn left, yeah?
Yeah.
My healing spell is upon you.
Jump down, jump down.
Again, you're like healing you're healing heroes that aren't really taking damage, so it's okay to pre-heal. Just like keep your mercy beam on someone that you know is gonna take damage, like the Reinhardt, but like pre-healing your Lucio is a bit, there isn't that much value in here. Here you should be damage boosting your,
Jump, jump, jump.
Just go point, go point, go point, go point.
okay, you're out. Ooh. Oh no, okay. Yeah, that was really risky from you.
Jump down.
Jump, jump, jump.
Just go point, go point, go point, go point.
So here you got extremely lucky to get away from the dead already. But I'm not sure why you flew here. Because your Zarya didn't have bubble, I'm pretty sure.
Jump down, jump down.
Jump, jump, jump.
Just go point, go point, go point, go point.
Point.
Oh, I don't have.
Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, but this was just risky. You could have went underneath instead.
Oh, they jumped also.
Oh, he held it for damn long.
Triple.
No long range.
Don't die that easily.
Never mind, we go on.
Oh, push. We go by front.
I'm taking care of you.
Okay, let's go.
Shit. McCree has looked at me.
You need to rest.
Good call not to rest because they have McCree on high ground.
My
dead.
healing spell is upon you.
Oh. Oh,
Okay, I feel that resing there wouldn't. Do your Zarya have breath?
You need to rest.
And check. I think Zarya didn't use Graph last fight, right? So she probably does have Graph.
You need to rest.
Okay, I'm not sure whether you rest because you knew she had Graph. I don't even know whether she had Graph. But resing like low charge Zarya doesn't really help the team fight, right? Keeping your Rein up with more sustained damage would actually be much better.
My healing spell is upon you.
So, and your Rein shattered as well. So because you were resing your Diva, the Rein didn't get. The Rein fell really easily here. So maybe with a healing he would have survived. It's last fight territory, you lost one, but yeah, just something to point out.
Look at they're out so fast. So we got white paper for this tree, right? How do you get so?
Actually, yeah,
How do you get back?
McCree's out charge. Charges very quickly.
I must
just
go
now
where I'm needed.
The last one where I got hit. Oh wait, hurt damn long.
My bad, I got 2 taps.
That was my bad.
Zero. Switching
it's okay.
sides.
When we team wipe them, we needed to hold the door.
Prepare
Then you
your
can't
defenses.
come back out.
Select your hero.
Okay, wait. I see the Tracer fight. The one that your Tracer landed at bounce bomb. How do you not win? Wow, you guys would have kept them early.
Not yet. Okay, go.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's a diva at the top corner place.
Oh, nice.
Go!
Y'all dying though.
My servants never die.
How do you not win?
Get Diva,
No
Diva.
problem.
Diva.
Mouse.
You break it, break it, break it.
On my way.
They had Lucio Barrier, your Diva get back?
No problem.
Your Diva got
Corner
back.
place.
Oh, nice.
Go!
Yeah, your Diva got back. But your Pharah died. Okay, your main source of damage now. Yeah.
Y'all dying though. I'm very low actually. She's still. Oh, they'll be running a lot of like jumpy people.
Very hard
What's
to
the
say,
plan?
but they have advantage. They can always swap. So just go with something.
Pass your feedback on to Ify.
Top.
What's the plan?
Marathon.
No, you pick.
Attackers
up to you.
incoming in 30 seconds.
Do I need to change?
No, you.
I thought I can go hop? Or what?
Let's go.
No, we can't have two shield tanks, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
John Smith, can you go Zaya? Hurry up.
Oh, this come a bit weird. That's okay. See how you play here.
Set up here.
5, 4,
Okay.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. We strike as one.
So if you think what is one composition that can counter this one? You guys have a Bastion, right? They might run dive. They might run goats. So if they run dive or goats, they're gonna be diving one particular target or speeding into one particular target, right? So you might not want to be caught out with the Bastion up here. So where you're positioning here is a good position to start with because it splits their attention. It splits the dive attention or it splits the goat's attention because if they commit cooldowns onto you to engage you, the Bastion is free. And take note that the Bastion is getting pocketed by the Mercy, so the Bastion isn't gonna die. But if they focus your Bastion and the Orisa set up here, you are still split from them, right? You can still be able to heal them without getting pressured because you are split from your team, like the main setup of your team.
I expect them to play Genji.
So they're playing dive.
Yeah, they are playing dive here.
They're playing semi-dive.
They just build on.
Okay, what happened there?
So they're playing dive.
I think you could have played a bit further back.
Playing semi-dive.
And scoping without aim is a bit I don't know, if you can't scope without if you can't aim without your scope, then try to just use the scope. And the nade here should have been a bit earlier.
They just build on.
Your Bastion was out of position. Your Mercy was out of position. She got a really weird Guardian Angel. Yeah, it was like damn short, so she died. Your Mercy could have been saved then. Bastion died.
Build on.
That what's that? Sleep there was thrown away. Could have been used on the Diva.
They just build on.
Yeah, it was a bit useless. You should be rotating away from point because they are going to be fighting on point, right? You want to go away from where the fight is because you're Ana. As Ana, you want to have LOS of your team but stay away from the fight as far as possible so that you don't get pressure. Okay, maybe if they're running dive, you still want to stay with your team, but you usually don't want to stay on point as Ana because point is where all the fighting happens and you don't want to get caught by that.
Ralo. It's okay. Come back.
My team
That was a bad starting position. We cannot set up at the high ground. With
Yeah.
Lisa, I need to set up at the door.
Need to set on the left.
Oh,
You're not really. The Bastion dropped too late, and your Orisa didn't hold there. So
so they get destroyed by Reaper.
defense point. Objective B.
I have a Reaper. Python, you play Reaper?
hopefully your coach went through this VOD as a team.
Genji from the side, from the right side.
This is good peel for your. This is very good peel for your Doomfist. This is really good.
No one contested the Genji because the Genji is building it up church. Yeah?
Let's get you healed up.
My ultimate is charged.
They just building here.
They won their first game with us. They don't have any chance.
Our Doomfist just died.
Good M. Okay, once you hear the Genji blade, you should be speeding away. You don't have beat, right? You aren't gonna heal. I can't pronounce the word. You aren't gonna be able to heal through this Genji blade. So might as well speed and try to stay alive. And you have your book on off cooldown soon as well. Once he dashes in, nice book. But he had dash. Okay, there your. I didn't see much of your Ana and Lucio. Your Mercy, you need to know when to damage boost and heal. So maximize. Mercy might look like an easy hero to play, but you must maximize your utility with her. Because if Mercy is an easy hero to play, then what makes these high rank Mercy players so special about them? Because they maximize every opportunity they get to let their team win. To let their team build out charge, let their team so you have to try to maximize your utility as Mercy. I think I do one more for
Sorry, next.
one more
Hey,
game.
wait, go team chat for the NT. I'll play bot main. She
Counters Ana goats anyway.
Ana goats.
Because he has much more damage.
Oh, okay, we have to stick very close together. Because our heals are all like more AoE.
I mean that's the point of goats.
Yep.
Goats is supposed to stay together.
Yeah, Zen goats, okay.
I'll just tell you when to go in one.
I bet they fully.
I'll just tell you when I'm gonna bubble.
They don't have me.
Scully, we come out, they see a ghost, another ghost.
One.
I love it.
Huh?
Probably might be running ghosts.
But they probably know we play good, because they play good.
Okay, you're playing Brick here, right? You're playing Brick in Zen goats here. Your main objective is to pressure the Rhine and bash him so that your Zen lands a discord on him. Then every one of you can follow up on that discord. So let's see how you play here.
Oh my gosh, they are not here. This
What?
is very scary. Wait.
What?
I claim
Oh,
the objective. Stand with me.
Yeah, running goats as
They're
well.
doing very good stuff. Oh my
Reinhardt is slow. Reinhardt.
This was a good bash to land the discord on the Rhine.
god. Right, slow. No rest already?
The Reaper, please.
It's just good that you help your Rhine.
They messed up, they messed up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys won here because of the discord op. Their Rhine got melted immediately, right? Because you guys had discord. Their junk died as well because you guys had discord. So discord is really important in goats versus goats.
And that's so nice.
Fire. Come on.
Why did you wait so long?
That's weird.
I don't know.
So weird.
I think they were trying out something weird. But anyway, they got killed too. Farah, they're good Farah.
Payload though.
Let's get you healed
Yeah.
up.
Call it a quit.
Stand behind the blue rectangle.
Yes.
My shields are
Come here, right?
Just ignore Farah because the ground battle.
My shield was dying. I'm charging soon. Now.
Okay, you need to be playing a bit more aggressively. You're running goats here, right? Your back line is extremely mobile. They aren't gonna get caught. Usually as Brick you want to protect your back line, but here there's no back line. Everyone is a front liner. So you have to play really closely to your Ryan to allow him to actually enable him to like screw up the other Ryan. So basically your job as Brick is to help your Ryan win this duel against the other Ryan. So by bashing, by using bash to set up shatters, by using bash to land discords, whatever it takes, you have to play up there with your Ryan.
We got some people.
That's why in goats it's either the Ryan or the Brick that gets caught out first because of how aggressive the Brick is playing. There's no need for you to protect your back line because you have Lucio. Okay, maybe not, but this is goats, so you would be trying to play with Ryan here.
She was dying again.
Oh, I got off my bed. Sorry, sorry.
She was dying. Let me recharge.
First one.
Your armor pack usage is still okay.
I have my ult in a while.
Let them waste theirs first.
They probably have grab. No, I think they don't.
Yeah, this is very good from you, pressuring the Ryan here. The Ryan isn't getting any help at all. So, this is good.
Did you put big guys out already? You want me to use mine? Or okay, I'm doing it. Yeah. That's weird.
Push up. There's no reason for you to stay behind.
We have nearly 6 out.
Yeah, out.
No, mine, I don't have.
You have an
Come here,
origin?
come here.
I think you should have armor packed your Zarya. The barriers.
I think I get out now, right?
Diva behind, Diva very low.
I think mine is ulti.
Someone died. Oh, Diva died. My shield is down.
I'm on Sarah. Come back.
Oh. How did that not hit me?
Let's come back, yeah, come back.
It's good that you're actually saving armor packs and using them on the critical people because like your armor pack, how much health is it heal? It's 125, is it? I think. So it's like it will actually help a critical health person go back to full health or something like that. So it's good that you are saving, and you can actually maximize your out charge by doing that as well. The rest of the chip damage can be healed up by your Lucio and your Zen.
Come here. They're only there.
Background is fine.
Okay.
We have a
Okay,
grab.
speed us through the Orisa shield.
Cease your resistance.
No!
Go on.
Mercy. See boost. Just see boost.
Kill Vara!
I can get help.
Go down.
Mercy.
Rain from above.
And make it see?
Who's on point?
This is one.
Yeah, okay, that was pretty okay. You might want to consider playing a bit more frontline. That's about it. You're playing Mercy here. You have two people to pocket. You have to, at the start of the fight, no, never mind. You probably want to be pocketing your Pharah here. Especially if they're running goats.
If they do the Widowmaker at the roof, right, I'll just swap out.
Yeah, so.
Must violence always be the solution?
Greetings.
Oh, your team like everyone play everything.
Should be fine.
I see a widow. No, it's an Ash, I think.
Alright.
Now I must play Hanzo. Yeah, now I must play Hanzo. It's quite sad. Hanzo is so good for us.
Where does it hurt? Damage increase.
Lucio coming for top.
Which top, left or right?
Did your Ryan fire strike?
Damage increase.
Oh, your Ryan didn't fire strike, okay.
Lucio coming for top.
Which top, left or right?
You're rushing?
Kill the right, kill the right.
You should be trying to play above with your Pharah because you're easily caught out if you're on the ground. When you have your Pharah, you don't have to be healing your Pharah. You can be Guardian Angeling to your Pharah, stay like in the middle, right? Like between your Pharah and your team, and you can continue healing your team even though you are above ground, like with your Pharah. Like you can GA to your Pharah and then just stay mid-flight, like what's it called? The spacebar thing. Yeah, and then just like gently float down while you are still healing your team. So basically you're a bit more safer here. So just take advantage of whatever opportunities you can to stay alive.
Lucio down.
Okay, the GA was very dangerous. You didn't get caught out because your Pharah died. That's it.
Oh, who's passed the Zarya? Holy
It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, it's a good tank.
shit. Don't wanna
Back up, 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 back up.
Good as new.
We need Ana.
Yeah, we need Ana. We need Ana definitely.
Never stop fighting.
Ana counters Moira.
I'll do Ana.
Objective
Okay, you need to play a bit more defensive.
payload.
Come here, come here.
Since we don't have pharmacy anymore.
I hear you.
Cannot see the 2 DPS, cannot heal.
Am I shut up? Do you need to get some shot, Sarah?
I'm bubbling you now. Go.
They almost have out. They
I
also
see a
have their own.
flying bagger.
Yeah, they have their own bird also. Oh,
I'm out. You out?
That nade was a bit. I thought you would be using the nade to actually save your team. I think you used it. I think you were trying to do that.
I'm out. You out?
But you threw it a bit too far off, so your Ryan didn't get healing, I think.
yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, it's still quite okay.
Go back.
You might want to be using your sleep a bit more aggressively though, because against goats, realistically, you can't really. No one is going to be flanking you, right? So you don't really have to save your sleep for that. You can try to look for an aggressive sleep onto your Ryan when he is fire striking or whatever. So basically, look for that sleep on the Ryan. Like you don't have to get it 100% of the time, but the times you get it, you set up a big play for your Reinhardt, where your Reinhardt can just get some speed boosted in and then shatter. So sleep that here against goats, you don't really have to save it.
It's okay.
We have grab.
Get back in the fight.
Oh yeah, oh
I
yeah,
have graph.
oh yeah.
I'm going.
Okay, the nade there was a bit unnecessary. You'll be trying to save your nade for like mid fight. So pre-fight when you're healing up, post-fight. Okay, post-fight doesn't matter. Pre-fight when you're healing up, you try not to use your nade before the engagement.
Going
I'm
first.
going, I'm going.
Огонь по готовности. Fire at will.
Oh, let's break it.
Okay.
Girl, the Mahal.
I'm gonna off.
How did not die?
Lucio and
Your aim is relatively decent, but you're getting pressured out a bit too much. The D.Va comes after you, and then you are like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? So you end up not healing your tank. So what I would recommend is if you aren't running goats, if you're playing Ana and you're not running goats, try to position a bit further back so that even if anyone pressures you, they have to use all their cooldowns to get to you. So for example, the diva goes in, she has to use all the whole of her booster, she has to use her defense matrix, which means that she's vulnerable now, right? Because she tried to chase you. So now you can punish the diva, and then your team can punish the diva, and you can continue healing your tanks. But if you're playing up here, the diva flies into you, DMs your shots, you can't do anything because you're so far up, and the diva doesn't even need them many cooldowns to contest you.
Come here, come here.
You don't get outcharged from Bob. Didn't know that. I actually didn't know.
I'm waiting at the top. So
Yeah,
I'll
see?
get around.
It's good that you're actually trying to use
You guys
it.
ready? I'm
Sleep
going
aggressively.
I need some.
in. Okay, yeah, I'm going in. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this.
You can tell me when you got right, then I can bubble you.
Yeah, there are way too many outs.
I wasn't cut
The
out
last
for
fight was
running
unlucky for you
anyway.
guys. Next fight. You're running. You're running.
I think I'm Buddhist also. Ana, I think I see Ana. So Ana.
Capture objective A.
Come on, let's bring it together.
Lucio Zen. It can work, it can work. But you're running triple thing, it's a bit hard to pull it off though. Okay, let's see how you guys play.
Good. Oh no.
Walled off here.
Jump rat.
Up the tempo. Yeah, time to heal up.
Yeah, you shouldn't be playing Lucio Zen here. You only have you have 3 tanks.
Go left, go left, go left.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
No, that was not a good beat. Your Ryan was dead already. It was highly unlikely that you were going to. So when you're running double support ultimates, you want to try to engage with them. If you had saved Lucio beat, next fight would have been winnable for you guys. Next fight is still winnable slightly, but it would have been much more winnable if you had saved Lucio beat. So you could actually engage with Lucio beat and force your opponents to either back out or die, or use their own ultimates, and that would actually let you guys have the ult advantage. Because if you're running double support ults, there's no point. There's no point holding on to 2 support ults during the mid fight, because you usually will just need one to sustain through whatever ults they have most of the time. So one would be good to engage. So this sound barrier here was a bit too. You got it quite early, but you used it, or you used it right when you got it, right? Yeah, it shouldn't have happened. You shouldn't have used it.
Lost this one. Come back.
Focus at me.
Why do we have a
Their
junk?
main is carrying the
Why do we have a junk red?
I need some heals on top.
Let's get patched up.
Yeah,
Against
I don't think
Farah.
I don't think we have enough heals. I can't know you're healing, okay?
Okay, this is actual goods now.
I feel like got May will get very complicated.
okay. May is like that. May is like counter. Come.
Oh, sorry.
Counter for
Oh shit.
Your diva didn't eat the barrage. Okay. Don't be afraid to use M here. To get like the extra outcharge. Because you most likely don't want to be speeding into a Pharah. Okay, you baited out wall.
Oh nice. Go in, speed boost, speed boost.
Yeah, this is good, this is good. Ah, that was a really good trance. Was that reactive?
Oh nice. Go in, speed boost, speed boost, speed boost.
Oh, okay. The Ryan got really unlucky there. I thought it was reactive. Still a good trance. Yikes, how do you guys use that?
We have smart market. Their main is really good.
You feel that?
Your tanks are contesting the DPS.
Play Pharah the god. Oh shit. We have Thresh.
Going right.
Ah, what's your break doing? Okay.
Just wait.
You're saving M too much. M is on a 11-second cooldown. You can, like, if you're already regrouping for next fight, there's no point of you holding on to M if one of your teammates need help. Yeah. Ooh, that was really unlucky.
Wait, don't go.
No, I think I can react.
Oh, it's Zenbuild trans really fast. Yeah, that was an unlucky beat. Their wall just like kept stalling you guys. Your Lucio play was okay,
Yeah, we took ground floor.
but most of the time you're holding M way too much. What else? Your speed boosts are okay. Yeah, it's pretty okay. Your Lucio play is pretty okay.
It's the main.
I hope nobody.
You're playing Ana here. Okay, on Ana you're pre-healing a bit too much. You're wasting like half your clip shooting like a Ryan who is full health.
Can you take more space? I'm a bubble out in a while. Hit me right? Oh.
How does your Ryan die? Oh, you were focusing on the Pharah. Were you playing? Oh, you were playing Reaper. Okay. So you were playing Tracer Reaper. The Pharah couldn't die, so you tried. But your Ryan was slow. Your Zarya didn't have bubble. Okay. Priority should be focusing on healing.
I'm a bubble out in a while. Hit me right? Oh.
Yeah, Ryan was just quite aggressive there. The Ryan was quite aggressive there. You tried to kill the Pharah, didn't. I think you landed one shot, if I'm not wrong. But you didn't focus on Reinhardt. So priority should still be healing if your tanks are up. If your tanks are already like full health, they are together with you. You can consider trying to pressure the Pharah. Yeah. So what heroes did you play? You wanted help on mainly Mercy and Lucio, right? Your Mercy is yeah, the stuff I said on the first map. Lucio pretty okay. M can be used more frequently, and your beat usage, you only use beat twice. First time was you used it right after you got it. I don't think it was necessary. Second one was the, oh yeah, you got walled off. That was unlucky. Yeah. besides that, it should be fine. Yeah, I can look through the 2 other games if you want me to, but yeah, okay.